Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys my current go-to favorite products. I actually have some makeup, but I don't have a lot. A lot of it is like hair, skincare, lifestyle. So I'm super excited to share with you guys what I have been loving while I have been off camera and not able to film for you guys and tell you guys what I have been loving. So hopefully I can make it through this video before my camera dies because I see the battery light flashing in the corner. But as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, just go ahead and hit that button down below so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And also, if you want to get notified every time I do upload a video, just go ahead and hit that little post notification bell. So if you guys want to see what I have been loving here recently, then just keep watching. To get started, we will start with our makeup. So the first thing I've been loving is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water, and I love the rose one as well. I actually ran out of it, so I wanted to try this one. And I do really love this one, but the rose one is by far my favorite when it comes to the scent portion of this product. But this really resembles the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I think they are very, very similar, and this is so much cheaper. I think this is like $3 or $4 when the Smashbox one is anywhere from like 20 or 30, I believe. So really love it. I even like to put this on in the mornings when I'm not going to wear makeup, but I want my skin just to feel moisturized and have some hydration to it. I will just spray this all over my face. So definitely been loving this. And then another primer that I've been in love with is this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I've heard so many people say that it is a dupe for the Tatcha one. I actually have not tried that one, so I cannot confirm it, but there are so many videos here on YouTube that people have said that it is. But I have really, really been loving this. I finally got my hands on it. For the longest time, anywhere I looked, from Walmart, Walgreens, Target, Ulta, anywhere, no one has had this product, and I believe it was ever since like Jeffree Star approved it. It has been completely sold out, so I finally got my hands on it, and it is very much loved. I have put a very big dent in it. So I have been loving this primer just to kind of help smooth out my pores, because here recently my skin has been acting up and going crazy, and my pores have been very large and in charge, especially on my nose. So I have been applying this every single time that I put foundation on, and you know, just sitting here looking in the mirror now, my skin looks so smooth. I really do think that this helps blur out a lot. The next thing I've been loving is also by e.l.f., and it is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I have been loving this. It has actually replaced my Tarte Shape Tape for a little while now. I have been mixing the two, especially now that I am self-tanned. I have been putting this one in the inner corner because it's a lot lighter, and then my Tarte Shape Tape everywhere else, and I have been loving the combo. So this is a little bit thicker, I feel like, than the Tarte one, but it doesn't feel heavy, and that has a heavy consistency. It blends out nicely. It's so smooth. So I've definitely been loving this, and I love that it is full coverage, so I will continue to be using this. The next two things are eyebrow products, and you guys have seen me talk a little bit about them, but I don't think I have too much. But you guys have for sure seen this, and it is the Catrice Cosmetics Eyebrow Filler Perfecting and Shaping Gel, and I have mine in the brown tint. So I have been loving this after I fill in my brows. I comb all my hairs up because I don't have a lot of eyebrows. I really do have to fill mine in because I don't have a lot of eyebrow hair, and my natural eyebrows are very skinny and tiny, which you guys have seen. So I love, after I'm done filling them in and everything, combing everything up and then taking the gel and kind of pushing it up and around, getting it in the shape I want, because this really does hold my brows throughout the day. They don't really move, but it's not like a hard gel. Like, it still feels like normal hair. Like, it doesn't feel like a very sticky hard where you put the hairs where it's going to stay. Like, there's still some movement. And I also like that it has a tint, and it's a little bit lighter than my brows, so it kind of gives me like a highlighted effect and makes them look a little bit more natural and not so drawn in. So definitely been loving this. And I love to pair it with my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I have mine in the shade Natural brown, I went a little bit lighter on my brows just because it's summer and my hair is a little bit lighter, so I don't want those darker shades. But I have been loving this eyebrow pencil. It is such a skinny and precise point, which I love because I really have to feather in my inner corner to get those little hair-like strokes. So I love how skinny this is, and it glides so smooth. I feel like a lot of eyebrow pencils sometimes can feel a little waxy, and I have to kind of like put pressure but still at the same time be gentle to get those hair-like strokes because I don't want it to be too dark. So I like that this doesn't have a waxy consistency, and I don't feel that it gets stuck every single time I try to draw them in. It glides so smooth across my skin, and I have been loving my current brow routine with this. So the next thing is, I've had this lipstick for a while, but for some reason here recently I have been reaching for it a lot more and using it, and it is the L'Oreal Color Rich, and I have mine in the shade Daring Blush 985, and this is definitely more of like my perfect go-to shade. I love to wear this when I'm wearing a glam look. I love to wear it when it's more natural and I'm just popping on, you know, some lashes and doing my brows, keeping it more natural for the day. I still reach for this shade right here. It has been my go-to. It is just that perfect kind of mauve-y reddish pink. It's not too red, it's not too brown. I feel like it is just the perfect kind of neutral shade for any kind of look. And also the great thing about these is I feel like it glides so smooth on my lips. Like I don't feel like it's drying or sticky or anything. It just seems so rich on my lips, which I like. The next thing that I have been loving, and I am a sucker for trying new beauty blenders, sponges, any of those. I'm always looking for a good one. So I recently came across the e.l.f. one, and I am for sure in love with it. I was using the Morphe one and I liked it, and I feel like it was really good for my makeup, but this one has definitely taken the place. It is so soft and squishy and bouncy, which I like. I don't want it to be kind of like hard stamping on my face. I like it to have a little give, and also it's more like a sponge, so it's absorbing more of that foundation as I'm patting it on, and it's making it so smooth. My foundation has not been looking cakey or anything. Like I feel like it picks up the right amount of product but still distributes the right amount. So definitely have been loving this. The next thing that I have been loving is the Sonia Kashuk Quick Clean Dry Brush Spray. I got this right before I took my trip to Atlanta just to throw in my bag, kind of quickly clean my makeup brushes and keep going. But oh my goodness, you guys, I love, love, love this stuff. I cannot get enough. I know they have a bigger bottle. I think it's like $15. I got this one in the little like Target travel section that's in the makeup area, and I think it was like $3 or $4, so very inexpensive if you want to give it a try before you buy the big bottle. But oh my goodness, so it takes the product off. I literally spray a brush, wipe it on an old towel or paper towel or something, takes the product off right away, like no signs of it, just a few quick swirls and it is off and it's dry like that, like ready to use. So I took this on my trip just to kind of like switch my eye looks up so I wasn't wearing the same one all the time, and I could quickly clean my brushes without, you know, having to let them dry or get them wet or pull out any kind of soap and pack it. So that was really nice to have for that. But it's also nice when, you know, one day I do like a brown look and then like today I wanted to do something like this. Just quickly clean my brush, get those shadows off, and it is ready to go. Definitely have been using this and I highly, highly recommend it. Alright, so moving on into more skincare. We'll go that route. So the first thing that I have been loving is this Love Beauty and Planet hand cream, and I have mine in the scent Rose. One of my best friends actually recommended this to me. She had it one day. I think she had the coconut one, I want to say, maybe. I don't know. But now this is my second or third tube of it. I go through this stuff like crazy, especially because my hands are super, super dry. So I always have to have some kind of lotion in my purse. I do have the bottle one in my bathroom to apply after the shower, but I have been loving this for, you know, when I'm at work or out and about and I just need some lotion. I love this. But it is just so moisturizing and creamy, and it smells amazing. Anything rose scent I love, but that smells amazing. So really have been loving that. So moving on, I have a couple skincare, and I mentioned in the video that I would go into the conversation about this because my skin has been hating me. It really has been hating me. So I used to use the Peter Thomas Roth, I think it was the Water Drench moisturizer, and love it. Still love it, can't complain. One of my all-time favorite face moisturizers if you are an oily person and you are looking for some kind of hydration without it being sticky or tacky or just making your skin feel even more oily. So definitely still love that one, and I'll probably purchase it again at some point. But I am always up to switching up my skincare routine in moderations just because my skin, I feel like, does get used to some things. So I had went and bought, I don't even know what brand it was. I can't even remember. It was like Elizabeth something. I bought the eye serum and the face moisturizer, and it made my face burn. Like, it burned, and it was so sticky, and it made my skin feel gross. And I used it about 3 or 4 times. I kept giving it a try. I was like, you know, something's good, gotta come out of it. So nothing did. My skin hated it. I started to break out. My skin was red and irritated from the irritation and the burning. So I went to Ulta and I talked to one of the ladies there to get some new skincare. So she recommended this to me because I have a very oily T-zone, but I do still need hydration and moisturizer everywhere else because I do have dry cheeks. So she recommended the Reboost Cream Matte Hydration Cream, and it is by Clarins, I believe is how you say it. So she said that this was a new line that just came out, and it has more natural products put in it compared to their other ones. So it's more naturally derived. So it has like coconut water, meadow sweet, strawberry tree fruit, fig, like all kind of natural stuff in it. So I have been using this, and it feels super like almost tacky and gel-like when you're applying it, but then you give it a few minutes and it'll kind of dry and sink into your skin, and my skin has been so smooth and hydrated right now. And I noticed a little bit of my oil under control, but I've only been using this for about 2 weeks, so I can't say 100%. I will have to use it a little bit longer, but so far I've been having really good results out of this, helping with my oil but still keeping my face moisturized. And then the other thing is I still struggle with finding eye creams. I can never find one that I feel like works for me. It never gives me the right hydration. I feel like my makeup doesn't lay properly if I don't have a good one. So I expressed all those concerns to the lady that was helping me, and she recommended this brand, and it is Exuviance. I am probably butchering that, but this is what it looks like, and it is a hydrating eye cream. She says that this is a dermatologist developed brand, so that caught my attention because I knew anything dermatologist is good for you. So this is supposed to really help just hydrate your eyes, make them smooth, just give them the moisture that they need, and I have truly noticed a difference. I feel like my concealer is sitting a lot better underneath my eyes ever since I have been using this. But same with this product, I have only been using it for 2 weeks, so I do want to use it a little bit longer, but keep a lookout. I'll either post something on Instagram or put it in another video on how I've been liking these, but so far they are a hit for me. Alright, sorry you guys, my camera ended up dying, so I had to wait for my battery to charge before I could film again. So back to where we had left off. So I discovered this new body wash, and I had got this right before I went on my trip to Atlanta. I found it in like the little Target sample travel size area in the makeup. So this is the Native body wash, and it is sulfate free and paraben free, and it is the scent coconut and vanilla. I actually have not heard too much of this brand, but it smells amazing, and I was super curious to try it. I believe they have a deodorant and maybe a body lotion. I can't 100% remember, but I do know they have the body wash and then the deodorant. So it smells so good. Oh my goodness. It's a subtle scent, but it has enough scent to it where you're like, oh, it honestly smells like straight summer. I smell so much coconut in it, and I love, love, love coconut. So really been loving this. I love that it is a natural body wash. I am all for natural things like deodorants, lotions, body washes, anything. I like to not put as many chemicals on my skin as I possibly can. So I have been loving this, and it makes my skin feel so good and moisturized, and I think it's the fact that it doesn't have all the bad ingredients in it. So Definitely been loving this. Next thing I want to talk about, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this on here, but I have gone through 2 things of it already. And it is the Love, Beauty, and Planet deodorant. And I have mine in the scent Rose, just like the lotion. And this is a new one that I had to just go and buy because I'm all out. One, this lasted me a really long time. I was very, very impressed with how long that it lasted. And then I love that it is natural. It doesn't have any of the bad ingredients. It doesn't have the aluminum in it, which you're not really supposed to have in deodorant. So I definitely love that it is more natural, and it says it has a 24 odor protection. I don't think it would last 24 hours. I definitely don't think it lasts 24 hours on me. I think the most I can get out of it is anywhere from 8 to 12, and then I have to reapply. I don't think it really helps with sweating. I feel like I still perspirate a little bit, but it does help block it a little bit. It's not like sweating as if I didn't have deodorant on. So I do think that it helps. It's not maybe 100% like the more chemical deodorants like Secret and Dove and all that, because they do have the chemicals in them that are supposed to help with that. So that is something you have to consider. But I 100% love this deodorant, and I will for sure keep using it. Alright, so moving on to hair care. I recently tried out a new shampoo. We got the shampoo at work and I ended up loving it. It is the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo and Conditioner. So I have been loving this because if you guys remember from my very old videos, I had black hair, and trying to lift away from black to what I am now is very, very hard, and it's a process, and I had a lot underneath my black color, so it caused some damage and some breakage to my hair. So I try to use any kind of shampoo, conditioners, mask, anything that has strength to put back in it. And Olaplex is a strengthening brand. This is a really, really good brand for people that are lightening their hair and going blonde, and any kind of blondes, getting highlights or balayage or anything like that. I highly recommend this. It doesn't have a strong smell, which I like. I do like perfumey smells, but sometimes they can be a little overwhelming. So I like that this has a very subtle smell. It smells really, really good. And I have noticed a huge difference in my hair. It is just so soft. My ends don't feel as frazzled. Of course, it's not going to heal it, but it's going to make it a lot healthier than what it is. So definitely have been loving this stuff. I cannot get enough. So at the salon I work at, we use the brand Kerastase. So I have 2 Kerastase products that I have really been loving and using quite a bit. So this one is the Kerastase Nutritive 8-Hour Magic Night Serum, and I have been using this like crazy. This just came out, I want to say 2 months ago, maybe 3, but I feel like more 2. But I have been using this ever since it came out. I took home a trial run of it from work to test it out, and I fell in love with it, and then I got my own bottle. So first off, it smells absolutely amazing. Like, if I could bathe in this scent, I would. It smells so, so good. So I love this for any of my girls out there that have really dry hair, or you know, you process it a lot, any kind of like color or highlights or anything like that. I highly recommend this. This will just help really put that moisture back in your hair. So I usually put this on my hair like 2nd or 3rd day hair, usually 2nd. So I put it just straight on dry, I put a couple pumps in, work it through on each side, and then I'll either just go straight to bed with it down, or I'll put it up in a clip or a bun and let it sit for, you know, a few hours and stuff. You don't have to wash it out. It doesn't make your hair greasy, it doesn't make it oily, and it gives so much moisture back to your hair. So the next thing that I've been loving is a hair oil. It is by the brand Kerastase as well, and this is their Elixir Oil, and I love, love, love this stuff. Anytime I have my hair straightened or curl or anything, I get all these little flyaways that are popping out everywhere. Like, it's hard to tame them for sure. So I put literally the littlest amount of this. It goes a long way. Like, I've had this for at least like 4 months now probably, and I've only used that much. So the littlest amount goes a long way. I put a little pump in, rub it through my hands. I even get it in like the creases of my hands, and I will work it all through my ends. Sometimes even like lightly touch up here where I get those little flyaways. I'll put it in my hair straight, I'll put it in my hair curly. Sometimes even I'll put it in my hair wet, because it is a nice like moisturizing oil. But I for sure love this stuff. It helps give some shine. It helps with any kind of dull hair. Like I said, those flyaways. This has made a huge difference in my hair care routine. I love it. So the last hair product that I want to talk about is this Amica Undone Volume and Matte texture spray. So I have been curling my hair different. I plan on making a video on it here soon because I definitely curl it a lot different than a video that I made a year and a half ago. So I really like my hair just messy and loose. Like I almost like it to look like I just woke up, to where it's not perfect, but in a way like it looks like you styled your hair. So I love to take a wand, curl my hair. I leave quite a bit of the ends out, and then when I'm done, I will spray this texturizing spray all over my hair and rough my hair up to give it more of that undone look, which I love. So I have tried so many texturizing sprays, so many, and a lot of them will give you a gritty feeling. That's just how they are, but I feel like this one isn't as gritty because it's a matte. So I have been absolutely loving this, and it gives me the look that I'm going for every single time. Alright you guys, so that was a mouthful. I was actually out of breath multiple times. I had a lot more favorites than I thought I was gonna have. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've tried any of these products, let me know down below, and also let me know if you plan on trying any of them and what your thoughts are when you do. So as always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.